What's going on, guys? Today we're going to be talking about Until Dawn for the PlayStation 4. Now, Until Dawn is a very, very interesting game where your decisions change the outcome of the game. Now, to a lot of you, that probably sounds very similar to games like Beyond Two Souls and Heavy Rain by Quantic Dream. And that's because it is very similar in that aspect, but it's also very different. Until Dawn, basically, it takes place in the mountains of the mansion that the Washington family owns, where a year earlier, this group of friends, there was about like 10 of them, 2 of them died in the mountains. And a year later, the group of friends is going back to the mountains and inadvertently try to find out what happened to their friends, how the story unfolds. And this game, you can get a whole bunch of different ways the story unfolds because, like I mentioned, your decision influences how the game plays out. Now, there's a lot of different endings. It's very difficult to get a lot of the trophies in this game. However, the game itself is almost more of an interactive movie than it is a game. A lot of the action is all done through quick time events and just making decision-making on the fly and pressing the buttons exactly when they need to be pressed. However, the story does add a little bit of element of intrigue to it because you kind of choose what happens. Characters die. They don't have to die, but they can. And overall, this game isn't that long. It's about 10 hours. However, depending on how you play the game out, you might want to go back and pretty much change your decisions, change the way the game plays out. I know at the end of the game, depending on how many of your people survive, depends the type of ending you get. I actually played the final chapter twice just because I knew I screwed up somewhere and I wanted to go back and see how that played out. The game is definitely a really fun game. It's shocking. It has that little suspense factor to it, but that suspense doesn't come from more or less the story, but more or less the quick time events, because if you're not fast enough to do what you need to do, all of a sudden you might have just screwed up your whole game or how you wanted it to play out. I picked up this game on Black Friday for about $18, and I would definitely say if you could pick it up for under $20, it's definitely worth the play. It's a fun game. Overall, if you want to play through, get all the different endings, it's gonna probably take you closer to 25 to 30 hours than the 10 that it did. And, you know, in retrospect, this game is definitely one. It's a PlayStation exclusive that you should pick up and play through at least once, especially if you like those decision interactive movie-based games. Guys, if you've played Until Dawn, leave your thoughts in the comments below. What other games do you recommend that play like this? Do you recommend this game? What ending did you get? As always, thank you for watching and have a great day.